Hey guys, welcome to Mommy Won't Stop Ordering, and it shows instantly. She's been quiet for an hour just watching TV. As soon as I turn the video on, she instantly. Alright. Okay, so you can tell it's dark. And there's a reason for that. So I ordered a work light for my husband. It's supposed to be 10,000 lumens total. Your average light it's probably got 200 lumens, like your average flashlight. So this thing is, I've already tested it. I put it in, I've already put it together because when it came in, I wanted to show it off to my husband. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We wanted to show it off to Daddy. But anyways, so, yeah, this thing is, it's definitely taller than me. I've got it set up in my living room right now. It's got two lights on it. I'll show y'all in a second. I'm just trying to pull it up. I'm never really prepared for these. I don't know why I never prepare, but I don't really prepare. Anyways, so I'm trying to pull it up with one hand while this loads. But yeah, this thing, it's got the lights are removable on it. Come on, scroll. This was by far the most expensive thing I've ordered because with Amazon Vine in the silver tier, which is the tier I'm in, it's the tier you start out at, you can only order up items that are up to $100. And this was $99.99 when I ordered it. And it is still $99.99. So it is an adjustable tripod, telescoping tripod. It's supposed to be IP65 waterproof, so you can use it indoors and out. And it gets up to 76.8 inches tall. For reference, if anyone's curious, 5 foot tall is 60 inches. So this thing is drink your bottle. This thing is a little over 6 feet tall. Alright, so, yeah, it's 10,000 lumens, 100 watts. Think your average, light bulb for, like, ceiling fans and stuff is usually about 60 watts. So this thing gets pretty bright. It does also get hot. My husband had one of them on almost all last night from about 7 o'clock till 7 o'clock because it was on this morning when he left for work still because for some reason. Anyways, I'm going to turn on one so you can see how bright just one is, and then I'll step into the camera so you can see, and then I'll go and turn on the other one and step back into the light. Alright, so, and then I'll turn, brightness, really bright. Okay, now let's go for the second one. It is super bright. Like, if I look up at all from the computer, I'm gonna be blinded. Because I'm seeing it right here at like my eyebrows, at the edge of my eyebrows, and that's really bright using my peripherals. But yeah, so now that you've seen, like, look how much it brightens, like I don't need any other lights on. Which it's a dreary day, so it's not really bright out, because I mean it is December and we're finally getting a little bit of December weather. At least for down here, which is dreary days. Now I'm going to switch some lights so that I can show y'all this thing without possibly breaking my camera, because I don't know how well the camera can handle all that light. So, alright. Turn this off. There we go. Now I'm seeing spots. Alright, y'all. So, here it is. This thing is it's nice and tall. Okay. There we go. See those tripod legs stuff. I did pinch myself on the tripod's legs when I was trying to set it up, so be careful of that. Now I can't really do this while holding the computer and stuff, to where you can have an up close view. But okay, so see, it turns. And it has these little clips right here, which I'm not about to push them when I can't hold all this and stuff. But you push these clips to where this up here, all this is removable. You can lift it up and move it around and stuff. My husband had, after I had set it up for him, he had disconnected it and set it on top of the turtle tank. We have a turtle. Anyways, we have a little turtle, a little red-eared slider, and he put it on top of it, and that turtle, you could tell when he was like, from the heat of it. So we have him a little heat mat thing that's in it, but it's like this big, and the turtle's like this big, so I mean, it don't heat up the water very well. So he just kind of sits there on the mat. But when my husband set that on top of his tank, man, he came out, got on his rock, and was chill. Which, I mean, turtles are usually chill as it is, but you get what I mean. But alright, so I'm gonna turn the computer around so that y'all can see me remove this thing. Alright, so I'll show you a little word on this because it is a little heavy. Alright, see? Boom! Easily maneuverable. Alright, so I'm gonna turn one on. Turn it back off. It's got little, just easy little switch buttons, push buttons right here on each of them. Alright, and now, see, it's just little latches that's up here, so it's real easy when you're for it. Reattachment, bam, reattached. It's a simple tripod, telescoping rod here. You just turn and stuff, but my husband has it set how he wants it, so I'm not going to adjust it. But it is real easy to do. It's just simple turn. And thing that my husband pointed out to me, but I didn't notice it when I first was setting it up, is that there was a screw here on the handle here, and there's, as you can see, it has, Captain, leave the computer alone! It's got where you can attach the cord up here so it doesn't get all tangled up and stuff with things. And of course, these here are some legs, so you can sit just this light on something. I think, in all honesty, wait, I forgot. They also turn. Catherine, you're going to knock the computer off the table, baby girl. Here, if you want, stop. Here, come over here. See, there, look, now you're in it. But yeah, they both turn, okay? Both turn very easily, as you can see. They can go all the way around, at least until the cord gets tangled. I think this is definitely one of the better items that I've gotten through Amazon Find. Because my husband can definitely use it for a lot of stuff. I can use it for stuff. I do kind of wish it did have the option to adjust the light. Each light's like if it had like a half powered setting, because that would be perfect lighting for me to do this stuff. But for what it is, for working on things like my husband's going to be using it for, because I know he's going to be using it for the car and stuff. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, looking at my phone because it kept going off. If y'all didn't hear it. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, like I said earlier, it was basically $100 when I bought it, and it's still $100. I've seen items like this at Walmart and Harbor Freight that cost about the same, if not more. Obviously, I can't judge them because I didn't buy them to compare them, but I think it's really good. It's basically all metal for the most part. My husband really liked it, and that's the most important part. Ladies, if you're looking for a gift for your man and you're kind of like stumped, my husband likes it, and my husband's hard to impress with things. He's very judgmental. Like after I set it up, he was like inspecting it and stuff, which is how we discovered a couple things that I didn't realize. Because the instructions, I'm not sure where the instructions have went to, because it's been a couple days since I put this up. I think I put it up Saturday or Friday or Saturday, and it's now Wednesday. Yeah. So there's no telling where the instructions have went to because my kids have gotten a hold of them. But the instructions were very poorly made. It was basically just pictures and not up close pictures. Like the whole stand, tower, whatever you want to call it, was this big on the picture. This big. So it was really hard to see. I mean, granted, it is pretty much self-explanatory when you pull the stuff out and look at it. But it was still, like I've said in previous videos, I am very much the person that goes by the instructions just in case, because you never know. And it irritated me by how poorly the instructions were. Basically, it was just a picture diagram, honestly, that named the different parts of it. It didn't actually show you how to put it together, I guess, because they figured it was so simple. But it did take me quite a little bit of a second to realize that the screws things, whatever you want to call them, that hold the lights onto the bar were put onto the bar upside down, because they're supposed to be on top of the bar, and they had them on the bottom of the bar, but the diagram showed them on top. So it confused me, and I had the bar upside down for a minute until I realized this just don't work, because the way I had it, it made it where the lights wouldn't turn. So it was a little irritating. It's one of those things that gets me, is your instructions need to be accurate. Don't have some idiot create the instructions that haven't set up the item. If they've not looked at the item, they've not handled the item, they've not tried to set it up without instructions, don't have them create the instructions. I don't care if you're the person that creates the item and you can create the instructions. Create the item, make sure you fully set it up, and then you make the instructions. But yeah, anyways, we have not really used it outside. My husband basically brought it outside and then shined it around to see how far a distance it had. It had a good bit of distance. He could see into the woods a good bit. I have a feeling he's probably going to use it to try and hunt deer. Because deer come into our yard. And so he's probably going to sit it on the porch, have it ready, and then he's going to probably blind the deer and stuff to possibly try and shoot them. Because they keep it, which, I mean, personally, I like to hunt and stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, come on, they in our yard. Who's going to clean up that? Who's going to clean up that mess? And I already know my husband. Oh my God, can you imagine him trying to clean a deer in my house or out in the yard? And it's not like we own this place and that we're out in the middle of nowhere. We're in a trailer park. I mean, it's a nice trailer park, but it's a trailer park. It's a mobile home park. Okay? They're going to see you cleaning a deer. They're going to... Anyways, but yeah, it's a good work light. Definitely good. Would definitely be good during hurricanes down here. Except for, when the power goes out. But as far as, like, really bad weather kind of deal, needing to possibly repair something outside or whatever, shine it outside. I'm not so sure on how waterproof it is. I mean, it is supposed to be waterproof. It's 60 IP65, whatever the heck that means. I think that's what most waterproof watches are. So basically, it can just get rained on. I'm guessing. Still, I would not want to leave it outside, just because that's my preference. It is electronic. But yeah, it's got I didn't point this out. So most work lights, at least the ones I grew up with, and that my parents had actual bulbs. They had like these tube bulbs that were in their work lights for out in the shed and the for working on cars. These are little bitty LEDs, super little, like tiny. Like look here, compared to my fingernails, really tiny. So yeah, whether or not that means that they are possibly replaceable, if something happens to them, I don't know. My husband probably would be able to figure it out, because my husband is pretty electronic savvy. He's not tech savvy, he's electronic savvy. There's a complete difference. But yeah, so it's definitely one of my favorite items, and I honestly kind of beat myself up a little bit because of how close I came to not ordering it, and it ended up being a really great item to order, because my husband has been using it every day since I set it up over the weekend. So and I can definitely see him using it for a lot more other things, and possibly me using it. Like, I can only imagine my kids are probably going to be wanting, I'm surprised they haven't thought of it yet, but they're probably going to be wanting to use it for hand puppets, shadow puppets, because it would definitely make some hella shadow puppets. Alright, so like I said, it's $100 when I bought it. $100 order online right now on Amazon is definitely worth it, considering what they would be worth in stores. I don't know if I know items like this usually have warranties, though, when you buy them in stores and from name brands. So I don't know how well any kind of thing like that would be for the seller, because as Amazon Vine peoples, as a reviewer, we don't get warranty things. We just be like, hey, customer service, this thing didn't work. And then they're like, okay, well, we're not going to make you have to review it. And then that's it. So that's basically how that works. But, okay, alright, I'm starting to ramble here, repeating myself over and over. It is a 10,000 lumen, 100 watt work light with a telescoping pole, tripod, and the lights are removable. And it's got a pretty long cord. I want to say it's probably a 10-foot cord. But considering that the pole itself is 6 foot, a little over 6 foot, it doesn't really do that much range. But it's got a standard plug, so a standard extension cord will work. Alright, that's it for this.